What's up, everybody? Spare with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Elite Dangerous. I almost forgot what game I was playing just now. So I wanted to start things off. I wanted to grab this before it went away or something, just from some random situation. Who knows? So we're going to go ahead and grab this little donation mission. And that should hopefully kind of balance out the total epic failure of not wait. Oh, they have a mission. I thought it was telling me I had one. Of not actually turning in the one that I had signed up for in the last episode that just ran a bit too long and I didn't get it. So hopefully that kind of balances out, though probably not. How did that do for us? We're at 96 at a petty officer. I was at 94 before I just did that. The reputation for the feds doesn't seem to have changed, but that might just be a default. I also have a penalty now. I'm guessing that's from failing to complete a mission, but I didn't know that they penalized you for that now. It's probably smart, actually, in truth, because it would cut down on that. I did find this guy, though, with a 1.7 million... payout. Now that I think about it, though, I think it's actually for the, I'm pretty sure it's actually for the Alliance. Now that I'm thinking about it, because it was for, yeah, it was this person here, General Aaron, which is Alliance. So, not really for the right faction, but whatever. Pays good. Let's see... I do still apparently have this Neo fabric insulation for some reason. I don't really know why. Let's see if we can sell it. Yep, there it is. Not really giving me what it's worth, but whatever. I don't really care. Okay, so let's get this show on the road, shall we? I'm still playing around with some settings, so if anybody notices any sound hiccups or anything like that, I just recently got a new pair of headphones. They're a Bluetooth wireless, bigger, high-end kind of headphones. I had a pair of like cheapo ones that were literally, quite literally, held together by electrical tape. I'm not even joking at all. One was because I had done something. I forget what I did. Pulled them or dropped them or something. And the actual there was a spot on them. I had a pair of Logitechs. I forget what they were actually called or what model number they were or whatever. But they had a... Oh, I should probably pay that. Crap, I meant to do that at the base. Oh well. Too late now. There we go. So, it had one of those, like, halfway down the cord. It had, like, the mic mute button and the volume up and down. And that had, like, split. But the wire that was at the start and the end point of that little belt clip thing was the main line, so if that went fritzy, then it would stop working. So I basically smushed it back together and wrapped it with electrical tape, and it worked. And then at one point, my dog wanted something. I think he wanted to play or something. And I was like, well, just hang on a minute. And he pawed at me. By the way, that was weird. My HUD just adjusted for something. That was kind of funky. But anyways, he pawed at me, which pulled it off of my head and like brought it crashing down to the floor, and it actually pulled the left earphone off of the basically off the edge, like the little extender piece that you can slide it up and down. No. And it ripped that whole piece off, and I put it back on there and kind of smushed it and, you know, pressed everything back together, and then it finally like clicked and it stayed there, and I just didn't ever really mess with it. So it was time. It was time for an upgrade anyway. But for any of you that have done any of your own connecting a PS3 controller, or even a PS4 controller, I suppose, with to a computer, and before like Steam supported it or whatever, because I'm pretty sure that's fairly new. And by fairly, I mean like last year or so, I think. I could be totally wrong. By the way, where am I going? And we did have an update for the main game, actually, so a lot of this is still a little bit new. Some of our equipment in the system appears to be malfunctioning. Locate the point of interest and interface with the data panel so we can run diagnostics, return any data. Okay, so I need the... You can see that there's like an icon for the missions, and we're not getting the generic go here stuff. They've upgraded some of the mission stuff. I guess this is people I've run into. I'm not really sure. Yeah, so there's like some new interface type stuff, and I guess there's supposed to be a mission overhaul as well. Let's find ourselves a nav beacon. Alright. So yeah, I think that happened almost right after I recorded my last episode on this, because it was like that day, I think, that they put out a patch. And I've told everybody before, I skim through the patch notes and things. I don't read all the patch notes and everything, so I don't really know all that was involved. When Frontier does a patch, they have like a ton of crap that they do. They never do like, here's a patch notes, bug fixes. Like, they do like a ton of info, so I never read the whole thing. But it did sound like they balanced some of the mission stuff to where some of them should be more lucrative. They did, unfortunately, I think, fix what we were using before, where you'd get like 4 planetary scan missions and then do them all in one go, and it all counted. I'm pretty sure they patched that, much to my depression. But so yeah, it was kind of time for a headphone upgrade type of thing. Alright, so now what do we have? Neusing 1A. Alrighty. Neusing 1A. I almost went to 1BA. Lock and Super Cruise. Oh, that's cool. Surface map. Have we always been able to do this? Because that's pretty cool. I like it. I am throttled up. But yeah, so anyways, I've never really used Bluetooth. Oh boy, maybe they didn't fix everything. Nope, they're still spamming me with messages. Yay. But I've never really used Bluetooth headphones on a PC before. I have like an earbud pair for my phone and tablet and stuff, but I've never actually used like a Bluetooth one. So when I went to hook it up, it didn't work right, and I was like, well, what the heck? You know, kind of thing. Like, I can't get it to connect. Now, my tower does not, by default, have Bluetooth. It was like I bought a USB little thumb dongle thing. It's actually not really even much of a dongle. It looks more like a USB chip. And I got it. Some of you may know. I got it when I was using Motion Joy to hook up my controller. And it was like their recommended one, and it was like $5, and I was like, whatever. It worked, but what I came to find out was that the driver that Motion Joy used was basically occupying the dongle for only that, was essentially what was happening. It was like dominating the driver for that device, and so then it wouldn't let my headset connect, so I had to delete that driver, then the headphones connected, and everything's worked ever since. But I only use a controller for Elite for recording, and so I hadn't been doing anything else on my PC, so when I went to record today, I kind of stopped and was like, oh, right, I got rid of the drivers for my controller. So that led me to reinvestigate how... Because I also watch Epic Name Bro for Dark Souls content and stuff like that, and I recalled, he streams on Twitch now, and I recalled him saying in one of his live streams that he uses his DualShock 4 through Steam, and it was like, really now? You know, go on, you know, that kind of thing. And so I started looking into like, well, how do I do a DualShock 3 through okay, I want this actually. How do I do that through Steam kind of thing? And I got a couple of things. Some were like everything on the internet. Some things are very helpful, and some things are very confusing. But apparently, at this point in time, I don't know about when it first came out, but at this point in time, apparently Motion Joy is frowned upon, in that it's very wonky, and now I will agree with that, by the way. It has always been super, like, I always looked at it as very jury-rigged. The reasoning for that point of view was because at one point before I got the Bluetooth hookup and I was using a USB cord, at one point I was in the middle of playing a game and I got the cord hooked on my foot or something and I pulled the cord like out of the controller. The controller popped out, or the cord popped out of the controller, and when I did that I got a blue screen of death and my computer shut down. At that point, I realized, however they're getting the DualShock 3 controller to work, has to be some tomfoolery and black magic, basically. And not like some proper way to really do it. It definitely seemed like a hack way of doing it. I don't know anything about writing my own drivers and stuff, so I don't know, maybe that was just, they were on the cutting edge precipice, who knows. But so anyways, in my Googleage, everyone was kind of like, ew, Motion Joy, don't use that malware stuff, and I was like, malware stuff, it always was fine for me. Like, it never did anything weird for me other than, like that, where it, you know, if you did everything correctly, it was fine, but it was very temperamental and touchy on, like, what was fine and what was you're messing with me kind of thing. So yeah, since it's new and it's been quite a few years since I originally hooked that up, I was like, well, what's the new way of doing it? And on Steam, not on Steam, I take that back. Well, it was a guide written on Steam, but there was a site for some SCP toolkit or something like that. I forget. But anyways, that seemed to be like, oh, it's 1000% safer, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whatever, we'll try it. And I ended up going with only the USB version. I left off the Bluetooth drivers because much like Motion Joy, every time I installed the Bluetooth drivers from that pack, it like overwrote my computer's default Bluetooth ability and just like isolated it to here's the controller Bluetooth dongle thing. And so by extension, I couldn't connect my headphones that are now Bluetooth. It never mattered before because my headphones were wired. They were a USB cord. So it never really mattered much. By the way, I was going to say, can we update this search zone here so that you can inevitably do the one that's right behind me? Oh, there we go. It always ends up putting it right behind me. I don't know why. Alright. Let's spin our ship around here.
Landing gear deployed.
And let's see if we can't find a nice spot to land. And then I will continue my rambling on drivers. But so anyways, short version. I ended up installing the drivers for the USB. Oh, now we have 100% fuel on both. That must be part of the new patch as well. So I got 100% on the USB. Wow. That moment when what you're thinking about gets intermixed with what you're trying to say. Alright, now let me... Alright. So, yeah, I got the USB drivers to work, but, I was fiddling with the... Wait a minute, wasn't the building over this way? Yes, I remembered what people have told me where the up towards the top bar is artificial, so that must mean this is all of the stuff. So, yeah, I got the USB part to work. And I figured I really only ever use it for sitting at my desk anyway. I rarely use my controller for PC games and then put them up on like my TV or anything anymore. So much so, actually, now that I think about it, I disconnected my dual screens for my TV. So I used to have... I have like a desk next to an entertainment unit and my TV's up on the entertainment unit, but I used to have a dual screen set up where I could like start a movie on my computer screen and then just throw it over onto my TV kind of thing, and then you could sit on the bed type of thing. That's kind of little how I had everything set up. But I got to where after PS4s and stuff added a media player and stuff like that. Nope. I keep wanting to hit square for the handbrake. What's the... Ah, there's the handbrake one. Okay, there we go. This button, I'm still getting used to the buttons for the SRV stuff. Okay. What do you got for me? Regular emission data. There, yes, we've got it. Looks like all the data is intact. Awesome. Check out the store? And why am I twitching? Oh, I guess I had just a slight amount of speed still. Weird. Well done, Commander. Scan complete. The relevant data now transferred to the ship. Scan data received. Okay. I like how it says updating panel, and then it's still telling me the same thing. Alright. Nope. Wrong button. So, yes. So I haven't really been using my controller for anything but games at my PC on my desk kind of thing. So I haven't really needed to worry about LevDev, arrival, estimated... Wait, return to LevDev, arrival point. That's not 65,000 light, or 65 light seconds? Is it? Maybe? Whatever. I know where I'm going. By the way, I never realized how much better it is when you're driving in an SRV to just do like a quarter throttle or something rather than full throttle all the time. I have crashed and spun out way less than when I was just full throttle. I highly recommend it. What was the... Ah, there's the button. Alright. New music? That's new. I like it. Yeah, and also I believe the new update also is where they finally added the which I don't remember the name of them, but the aliens, the Thargoids or something like that. I don't know. So now our next step is we're gonna go to... I don't think I want to bother with Cabrera's, just because it's another surface landing and stuff, and it usually doesn't have a ton of missions. So I think we're going to go to Gorbatko. Yeah, I think we're going to do Gorbatko and then pick up any missions that are going back to Call, and then we'll head back to Lebedev and go from there. But yeah, so long rant on controller drivers, basically. That's pretty much what just happened. But I finally got it hooked up through a USB, and my Bluetooth headset works fine, so everything is good at this point, and I'm running it through Steam, and I'm not using any third-party stuff other than the driver kit. But, ooh, though this is right here. Where is this, actually? Can I get... It's on the other side of the planet. We might as well, I guess, check it out. We haven't been to Cabrera's in a minute. Am I at full throttle? I think I am. On second thought, this is going to take forever to get around this planet, so let's just head back to Corvico, because I'm lazy. Essentially is exactly what just happened there. I'm lazy. I don't feel like it. But yeah, so, because most of the games I play, honestly, are through Steam anyway. At this point, anyways. I mean, a few years ago and stuff, maybe not so much, but now, I mean, I pretty much do everything through Steam. For PC gaming anyway. So it's as long as Steam recognizes the controller, I'm pretty much good, and I don't really need to mess with anything else at this point. So I'm happy about that, because Motion Joy and all this stuff was kind of a pain to try and get it all working, and you had to boot that up and then make sure it was connected, and sometimes it would disconnect and blah blah blah. Actually, it happened in the last episode. I was using Better DS3, which is like a third party on top of a third party. It was like another app that was more stable than Motion Joy, but used the same architecture type thing, as far as I know. And in the last episode, I actually brought it up, that while I was playing, it was still connected and everything, but then it just, like, it disconnected for some reason, and I almost crashed because of it. It was not fun. So, yeah, that can be... You know, I'm glad that the USB part worked. And as I'm talking about it disconnecting, the lights just turned off on my controller for a second. Oh, I guess it's just blinking. That's a long blink, though. Like, normally it blinks a little bit faster than that. But for a second there, actually, no, the lights were off. It was not blinking that quickly, so... I have no idea. And I thought about using my DualShock 4 because I like it a lot better, but I only have one, and it's synced with my PS4, and I didn't know if that would actually mess with the PS4, because I don't like having to resync them every time. And before everybody says it, yes, I know, on a PS4 you just plug in the USB cord and plug it in, but yeah. I had an extra DualShock 3. I figured, what the heck, that'll just be my PC controller from now on. So, yeah, that's kind of what was going on the behind the scenes. But, like I said, new headphones, new controller setup, and all that stuff, so I don't know how all of this is going to be affected. I'm still not 100% used to my headphones yet. They're not over the ear, but they're really big on the earphones. They're like Sony 650 XBT something or other. I forget exactly what their model number is and all that, but it's something like that. And they sit on the ear, but they're really big and puffy, and so they actually kind of cover your ear enough that it gives you that muffled, like you're holding your hand over your ear kind of sound. So having both earphones on while recording is a little weird, because I sound very muffled, and I feel like in my test recordings, when I had that, I felt like I was talking a lot louder than I really was. And so if I had both earphones on, it got to where kind of like it was getting like haha, got it. It got to where it was like I wasn't talking at my normal volume because I was hearing myself too much, and I thought I was being too loud. So at this point, I've been leaving one earphone kind of partially off to the side type of thing, so that I can kind of hear what all's going on in real sound. But like I said, I didn't do either of those with my last headset. They covered up my ear, but wasn't like sealing. But at the same time, I didn't leave one off either. So I may be talking louder, I may be talking quieter, I may be talking the same. I have no idea. I think everything sounded okay when I was editing stuff and things like that, but just kind of bear that in mind, and if anything sounds super weird or something, do let me know, because I would need to make adjustments for that. This paint, man, I mean, they really need to get some better paint if it keeps chipping that quick. Just saying. Oh, alright. Oh, yeah, that's... Okay, this is Allied, or Alliance people. Tengen... Mining Rush. Oh, this is actually unusing. This would just be bringing it back. That's interesting. Colonia? What? Why is there a mission for Colonia? It's 22,000 light years. I mean, 2.7 million is good and all, but 22,000 light years? Really, guys? I know they were doing some balancing for, like... Now, okay. If you did one there and the other one up there, that's like almost 6? Close to 6 million, so that might actually be worth the trip. I know they said they were trying to do better balancing for missions. Whoa! Oh, once again, 20... Colonia. Call, finally. Whoa. Wartime surface scan operation. I really don't want to take on a mission that I'm not ready to do, but that's a good payday. Screw it, we're gonna take it. I may have to finish that one off camera, I'm not really sure. Oh, another one! And another one! Wait a minute, commodities, materials, are these all rewards? Locate the interact with the data panel. Material rewards, cargo rewards, rep boost. Okay. Let's take that one, and let's take that one.
Incoming mission critical message.
Now, let's put this to the test and see exactly if they fix the whole one mission fits all thing. Scan mission. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably just bit off more than I can chew, in all honesty. Because I have one to turn in, but that also means I've got to go back to call, do another scan, and then bring it back to Gorbatko, which, I didn't really think that through all that much. Alright, so we need to go out to the star to get the... Well, tell you what, let's actually go back to call first. And we'll kind of pull the same thing of, let's do the one out here, because that should drop us in really close to the nav beacon, which will save us some time. We can do the scan, and then we can... I'm trying to think what's the most efficient way to do this. We can do the scan there, get where we're going, do that mission, go... Oh, wait. Yeah, because these two need to be brought back to Neusing anyway. The destination, and then we come back. That's Neusing, and that's Neusing. Okay, yeah, we can do it that way. I was thinking, well, I'm going to call, I should be turning those in, but I didn't get them from there, I got them from here. So, we're gonna go here, pick up where we need to go, do the scan, go to, the base on Cole, see if there's any missions to bring back with us to Neusing, and then do the Neusing scans. Okay, so I'm back here at Lebedev. I went and did that mission thing. I'm trying to keep my episode time a little bit lower, but in truth, I don't really know if I'm going to be able to pull the other two off. Or not. Which is not good. It's really just a matter of time and stuff like that as far as the time it takes to do those missions and things, and if I actually have to do both of them, it's going to be a little bit of a pickle. So let's turn in the planetary scan, which unfortunately is not for the right faction, but oh well. Nor do I have any federal missions available. So it looks like we're gonna head back to Neusing and do the Gorbatko 2 that I have to do. Let me just double check and make sure. This is going... Okay, I've got 5 minutes to leave. Where's this going? Neusing... Wait, did I not turn that one in or something? Oh, this... Huh? arrival. Estimated... That's weird. It doesn't give me a date. Or a time. It's like time left, and then this one has a time left, but it's not telling me. That's weird. You receive your order upon delivery. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, never mind. I just did that mission. The one I was turning in here was from the beginning of this episode, and the one that doesn't have time is the one that I just scanned before. Yeah. So there's that. So yeah. It does seem like they fixed that glitch, unfortunately. Where you can't just do one scan mission and have it do all three. Which really kind of sucks. Though, I might get lucky in that both of those are both at Gorbatko. Or not Gorbatko, Neosing, not Gorbatko. So it's possible that I might luck out and get both of them on the same planet or something like that, where I don't have to fly all over the known galaxy or something to finish this up. But I may end up just biting the bullet and doing it because that's two big payouts. They could definitely help us out in the rep area of things as well, because I think both of those are actually Federation. Let's check. This is from Indine's Commodities. This one is Social Neosing League. And this is Indine's. Let's double check here. Oh, I'm not gonna have them. That's right. I need to actually warp back there. So, yeah. I'm going to try and do that real quick. And then we'll wrap up this episode, I think, on a high note of quite the accomplishment of we'll have made a ton of money. That's, like, let's see. This one is 1, this one's 2.2, and that one's 1, and that's not counting the other missions that we did. So they definitely made missions more lucrative. So that's cool. Okay, so this is a new one. I'm at the location, but I can't seem... Oh, there it is. Okay, so when I pulled this up before, it didn't actually work. It had the data point, like, over here, and every time I kept driving around, it wasn't activating, so that was interesting. It did, however, give us the same point for both missions, so I'm hoping. Looks like it. Maybe. Well done. Yay. And okay. Let's see. Updated. Alright, so this one didn't give it to us on this one. I may have to drop this one because I really don't actually have the time, whoops, to do a whole nother, dagnabbit. Unless there's another, wait a minute. Before we do that. Buttons. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. Gorbatko, Neosing, okay, hold on. Okay, I already scanned that. It's not going to let me do it twice, I guess. Okay, so that one's ready. That one's ready. This one, however, it says targeting body Neosing 1A, which is where we actually are. So I'm curious if there's actually another data point around here somewhere. So before we go running off... let's have ourselves a look-see. I actually parked really, really, really close. This time. That's the data point that says inactive. I wonder if I, just left and came back, if it would actually reset that or not. I don't know what is going on with my vehicle. Or why it's going back and forth like that. That's weird. Huh. I mean, you can see down in my little panel thing there that we are where we're supposed to be. Unless there's another... I suppose there could be another outpost data point area. Maybe. Let's work on that theory for a minute. I might take off if I can learn to drive. Here in a minute. How is my wheel catching, really? Ugh. This is not really that complicated to drive through here. I don't know why it's becoming such a problem. And I don't know what's going on with the car, the SRV, how it keeps like... I'm not fluctuating the throttle at all. Board. I wonder if just getting back in the ship would do it or not. I'm really not sure. I'm kind of thinking I probably... If they keep telling me... Yes, I know. Scan data received. Thank you. Now, unless you're working on this mission, leave me alone. Using 1A. I really don't know.
Landing gear retracted.
Let's get up here a bit. And I tell you what, we're going to frame shift out and see if we can pick up any signals out here. If you're... Seriously, they do need to fix this. They keep telling me, hey, we received it. Hey, we got it. You're done. It's like, thanks, I guess. Go away. Alright. That's Musing. I'm trying to look for... Alright, I tell you what. I'm going to screw around with this. If I find another one, I'll go ahead and do that. If I don't, I'm just going to have to eat that mission, I think. Unfortunately. So, we're going to go from here. Nope. Didn't mean to do that. Wrong one. Forgot I'd already super cruised. Wait, what? Again? Seriously. It's not for that one. Leave me alone. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna mess around with this for a minute, and then I will meet you guys back at Gorbatko, I think.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Alrighty, so I did end up finding the other point. I had to leave and go into Super Cruise, and then when I turned around, I saw another search point and managed to end up finding that one as well. So we managed to get all of those out of the way, so that should be a pretty darn good payday, as well as will probably get us a level up, I imagine. So let's find out, shall we? We're up to 50 million, though, which is cool. Alright, wartime, claim it. Which put us up to 52.7. Very nice. Now, I do know those don't do as much reputation bonus, but I think it'll be enough to push us over the edge, because we're right at the edge of leveling up. We're at 54.9, almost 5 million, just for doing those missions. Woo! How's our Fed rank? 100%. So now... It may require me to, like, log back in or quit the game and come back in, but next time I log in, I should have a mission upgrade thing for our rank. Because I didn't see a message or anything, but I think we have to complete a level up mission, or a rank up mission, or whatever you want to call it. So that'll give us something to do for the next episode, because more than likely we'll run into that. So yeah, I think we're going to wrap things up here for the meantime. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace!